It was really important for me that as a sibling group, we remained a sibling group, we were adopted as a sibling group, we were raised together, and that we have one another to lean on, and that we have our parents who really support and have created that strong foundation. When I entered foster care, I was 8 years old. We were living in San Angelo, Texas, and when I was 13 is when I learned about the Heart Gallery. That is when our caseworker from CPS had informed us that our photos were displayed in the Heart Gallery and that there is a family that saw our photos and were interested in adopting us. We had the unique opportunity to come together and select which family we would like to move forward with. We met with them and it was amazing. It was an immediate match, and usually there's 6 months of going back and forth, but we moved in with them pretty quickly. And from that day, my dad said, like, you are our children. As a sibling group, we were able to stay together. You know, our photos were shown as us as a sibling group. It wasn't individual. It was like these four. They were looking for families who want to adopt 4 children who are teenagers. I was 13, my brother was 12, and my sisters were 1 month away from turning 15. And the fact that because of Heart Gallery, they found families who were interested in that type of dynamic, it was, I mean, for me, it was life-changing because there was that fear, and we were told early on that you might be separated. And throughout our entire time in foster care, we were always able to stay together. We were still connected to our biological family, our uncle, which is my biological dad's brother, in San Angelo. We've always gone, our caseworker would take us to Thanksgiving, Easter, every year while we were still in care. That was a question that we had. We were like, would family still allow us to see our biological family? And their answer was, as long as they're a positive influence in your life, they will always be allowed in your life. And we're like, oh, that's easy, because our Thiel-BNA, he is like the biggest positive impact role model for us, our hero. And my mom said, well, what if your Thiel-BNA goes with us to Mexico to see your dad and your family, your grandparents, your aunts, your uncles, your cousins? And that spring break, we went to Mexico. And what's so beautiful is I have a picture of my adoptive parents, who I call my parents, and my biological dad, and they're hugging and embracing. And I just think that like family and that commitment was so beautiful. So now I am an adoption recruiter, and it definitely feels like a full circle moment. I get to talk with these youth about what they want in a family. I get to encourage them, and I get to let them know that like they have a voice of what kind of family do they want. And I get to take that into consideration. Family to me is having people that you can lean on, that you can call for support, that you can be vulnerable with. Family does not have to be blood. I think it's what makes like the joy that's in the home, that's in that relationship, in those bonds, is really what to me makes a family.